Hey everyone, what's up? I'm so excited to chat with you today about Reels. It's the newest, greatest thing on the internet, and I have a whole slideshow prepared for you. So let me share my screen really quick and we'll just jump right in. So hopefully this works with live. I actually did this training. All right, can everybody see my screen? I hope you can. I'm going to check on my phone. But I actually did this training for the entire company, but I know many of you missed it. And so I wanted to do it again for our team. So here we go. And let me see if everyone can see it before I jump in. So hold on. Just checking on it real quick here. It still says it's loading. Okay, yay, I think it's working. Yes, okay. So let's talk about Reels. So what is a Reel? A Reel is a short form video that is 5 to 60 seconds long. And it's basically another name for a TikTok video. I know many of you probably know what a TikTok video is. And one way I like to think of it is it's basically an Instagram story that you post to your wall or feed. So I really like to think of it that way because it feels a little less intimidating when I'm like, oh, I'm just sharing a story, but more like, but not in my stories. You know what I mean? So you can see examples of all the reels that I have done on my Instagram at Kelly France. So why should you create Reels, right? Like, I hate telling you to do one more thing. We're all busy people, and it's one more thing, right? But here's the thing. You're going to get more bang for your buck with Reels. Like, more people see Reels than they see posts. And so, and it's a really great way for people to get to know you. So short form videos are not going away, you guys. In fact, they started out on TikTok and now they are on Instagram. They're on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen the YouTube shorts that are now available. And then now they're on Facebook. So Reels recently launched on Facebook last fall, in the fall of 2021. And I figured this out because one of my senior executive directors, Margaret DiMarzio, messaged me and she's like, girl, did you see that? Actually, no, I had posted in my stories that Reels were now on Facebook. And I was like, dude, this is so exciting. And she replied and was like, yeah, I actually uploaded one after I saw your story. And she's like, it is getting like so many views right now because she was an early adopter. And now it has like, I don't even know, but it's in the like 300,000 views. So I want to encourage you guys that are making Reels or TikToks already to upload them to Facebook. Make sure you're putting them in all the places. So when I found out that Reels were on Facebook now, I was like, oh, I got to get all my Reels on there, because I had already been posting a ton of Reels on Instagram. And so I uploaded a ton of my old Reels onto Facebook, and they started getting a lot of views, and my followers went up too. Like, did you know that you can have Facebook followers? And my following has grown by 2,000 since I started posting Reels. So that's been really cool because I'm able to grow my audience. There are a couple of Facebook Reels. So I have one of my Facebook Reels has 1.3 million views, which blows my mind. And then there's a couple other that have almost 700,000 and 400,000 views. So you guys, and this is not typical. I think this was because I was an early adopter, but I'm just showing you the power that Facebook Reels can have now. So what do Facebook Reels mean for you? Or Reel or Instagram Reels or TikTok, it means more potential followers, which can possibly lead to more eyes on you, which can possibly lead to more people getting to like, know, and trust you, which can possibly lead to more sales and more future stylists potentially enrolling with you. So it's just a way for people to really get to know you. And and see your personality and see your face. But a lot of people are like, okay, Kelly, that's cool and all, but do I have to dance? And my answer is heck nah. It can literally be about anything. Now, I love to dance, so occasionally my reels are about are of me like dancing ugly. But that's not always the case for me, and it definitely doesn't have to be the case for you. One of my national executive directors, Tiffany Curry, she said this when I asked her which of her reels was the most popular, because she and I last year in 2021, early 2021, had done this Instagram challenge where it was to post one reel a day for 30 days. And so at the end, I said, okay, which reel was like your most popular? And she said, literally the dumbest reel ever. She said, I sat down with 2 minutes during the kids' nap and recorded it, and it got over 50,000 views, but it appealed to my target market, which is busy moms. So, you never know what people are going to love. And sometimes it's the ones that take you 2 minutes, like Tiffany's. Do you have to teach something? No, not at all. When I first started doing reels, I felt like I had to make these like very educational. Yeah, I got my teaching degree. So I'm just a teacher at heart. And so I felt like I had to be on there like teaching, like doing these 30-minute reels where I came up with the wording, the tip, the nugget. And that was really overwhelming and time consuming. And it was the harder path. And then I figured out a way easier way to do it that is actually more effective, gets more views. And I'll share that with you guys. But why reels? So Aaron Stones, my cousin, posted a reel after I did a reels training at my Palm Springs retreat for some of my top leaders. And it got around 3,000 views the first few hours. So I had challenged them all. I was like, you guys are going to post a reel like right now. And some of them were like, I don't want to do this. This is way uncomfortable. But I encouraged them to do it. And she did. And she said, and then ever since then, she's been very consistent. And she said, my followers haven't grown as much as I'd like, but I've had a handful of random orders since doing it more. And when I reach out to thank them, they say they saw me on Instagram. So who here does not want more random orders, right? I want random orders. So that's another reason to be doing reels. And the other reason is that reels are about relationships. That's my nerdy dad joke. But they really are. Reels are about connection. They're about building that real relationship with your audience. And they're going to connect with you a lot more when you're doing these reels. And something that is important to remember is that marketing is about repetition and recognition. It's about people seeing your face over and over and again, and starting to recognize who you are and affiliate you with, whatever it is you're selling. So if it's Color Street Nails, they're going to be like, she's my go-to for Color Street Nails, like, because I've seen her talking about them. I've seen her nail fees, that kind of thing. So it helps them recognize you and remember you better. And when they like, know, and trust you, they buy or join. So it's just a really great way for people to get to know you. Reels, I asked Trinity, who was also at my leader retreat, who's a senior. No, she's not a senior executive. She's a national now. She said, reels have been so much fun. They've taken me out of my comfort zone, but I've grown over 100 followers in the last few months, which for me, not an influencer, is a big deal. So you don't have to be an influencer to do reels. And that's something I really want to reiterate with you guys is to have purpose over popular. Okay. That's a mantra that I have to tell myself sometimes, because it's easy to get caught up in the comparison game. It's easy to feel like, you're like, feel like it's not worthwhile because you're not, getting all these followers or getting all these likes or comments or whatever. But purpose is more important than popularity. So I'll be honest, when I first started doing reels, my goal was to grow my Instagram following. And I'll be honest, that has not necessarily been the case. I haven't grown that many followers, but I've stuck with it. And I've done it very consistently since the beginning of 2021. It was actually one of my goals for last year was to post a reel a day. And it took me a while to get some momentum. It took me a while to get that habit going. And I wasn't necessarily seeing like all this growth and explosion like sometimes you hear about, but I was noticing that my audience was connecting with me more. And so now my goal is to inspire, educate, or entertain the followers I already have. So don't forget about the followers you already have. Don't forget about the friends that are already watching you right now. And you just never know. I mean, people will stop me at the grocery store and that I didn't know followed me and that never comment or like, and they'll, make a comment about a post or a reel that I did. So you just never know who you might have an impact on. So what is your purpose in posting? Again, it's to educate, inspire, or entertain. You can try to do all three in one reel. You can just do one. You can just entertain by doing like a funny, goofy reel. Or you can do both. You can edutain, you can entercate, however you want to merge those words. But you can, try to entertain them and educate them at the same time. And that's something that I try to do in my reels. And then ask yourself, what problem am I solving for my followers? What is your main message? So for me, my main message that I've been talking about for years is to empower women to drop kick their inner mean girl and to build Beyonce-esque confidence. And so I talk about confidence a lot in my reels. And yes, I do reels about nails too, but I kind of have like a main message. Now, that doesn't have to be the case for you. Your main message could just be like, could be mainly about the nails and how easy they are to do, or how they make you feel, how they make you feel put together when the rest of your life is falling apart. Like, it does help to choose a main message. You don't have to do that. You can literally be so random about reels. It doesn't matter. But I feel like it's helped me to have kind of a main message that I'm sharing with my audience. So let's talk about your audience. Who is your target market? Here's the thing, you guys, you are not for everyone. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And so when you're trying to figure out who your target market is, I want you to describe some of your favorite or ideal customers or team members or teammates, like people that you would love to like go on a girls trip with, people that you would love to be your roommates at conference. Those are the kind of people you want to attract, right? Those are the people you want to join your team or be your best customers. And so I want you to think of one person that you're talking to and talk to that one person when you make reels. So be thinking I want you all to, in the comments of this video, comment and tell me the name of one person that you are going to talk to when you make your reels. I promise you, it will make it a lot easier when you're thinking of an actual human being and someone that is like your ideal customer, your ideal team member. And so share that name in the comment. You don't have to share the last name, but share that name in the comments below to help you remember that's who you're talking to. So if you're talking to that person, you can really customize the content for that person. And you can think like, oh my gosh, like Sally would love this video. She's going to think this is hilarious, or she's really going to connect with this because I know she struggles with this too. So be thinking of that. That's going to help you so much. And don't try to please everyone. You're not for everyone. That has helped me a lot. All right, so let's talk about content ideas, because you're like, okay, cool, I get it, Kelly. Like, I know it would be great to make reels, but I don't even know what I would make them about. Well, let's start with your camera roll. When I first saw that reels were a thing on Instagram, the first thing I did was, okay, let me see if I have any content already on my camera roll. And so I scrolled through and I looked for content on my camera roll, and I noticed that I had some funny videos on there, just like of random experiences I've had. And one of them was like a video of me and a couple other moms, like we were like staying at an Airbnb, and we were trying to get the mattress off of a bunk bed so that we could all like sleep in the same room. And anyway, so we're trying to get this mattress off the bunk bed, and we like all fall, and the mattress falls on top of us, and it's hilarious. So I was like, hey, I'm going to make that a reel, because it's just funny. Like, no, it doesn't have a purpose. No, it doesn't teach confidence, but it's entertaining. And so I put that one out there. Another one I did, it was just a video of me sledding with my sister-in-law. And that one is just like, it was just a video on my camera roll that I had posted to my stories. And then I was like, actually, this needs to be a reel. Like, this is good stuff. And so I put it on Facebook, and now it has over 400,000 views on Facebook. You guys, it's crazy what goes viral and what doesn't. Like, I'll tell you something fascinating is that video didn't do that well on Instagram, but it blew up on Facebook. And I've had videos do awesome on Instagram and then horribly on Facebook, or do bad on TikTok, but do great on Instagram. Like, you just never know. And so it's kind of like throwing spaghetti at the wall. You're just like, all right, let's see what happens. I mean, that's marketing in general, honestly. Some other content ideas are hilarious clips of you or your kids. I'm sure you've got some funny video content of you or your kids or your spouse or your like family members. So those are great ones that you can post. Some other ones are old live videos. Like, go through some of your live videos that you've done, maybe in your VIP group, maybe on your wall. Take pieces of those and share those. All right, let's talk about, so this is the easiest way to make a reel, in my opinion. And that is by finding trending reels and duplicating them to fit your target market and message. So you can figure out if they're trending by this arrow button. Can you see the arrow button on this video here? There's a little white arrow. And that's how you know that sound, that audio clip is trending right now. And when you create videos and reels when you create reels that are trending, then they're more likely to be seen by more people. So that's kind of a really great tool. And so that's why I think it's, when you use trending audio, it will get better views. So I think that's the most effective way to do reels, is to use trending audio. And you don't always have to do that. Sometimes I'll use audio just because it's funny or it's applicable. But it will get better views if you're using trending audio. And that is the point. Like, if we're creating content and only like a handful of people are seeing it, it can be frustrating, right? But reels right now, I don't know about if for those of you that are on Instagram, that's the only thing that is in my feed now. Like, Instagram is pumping out reels more than they are showing posts. So I think it's really the most bang for your buck when you're creating content. All right, so I'm going to show this video on how to save and use trending audio so that you know what the heck I'm talking about. All right, so let's watch. This is just my reels. You see, I'm down here and you can see this icon. So I'm just scrolling through to see what's trending right now. Now, this arrow here means that it's trending. Okay, that's the audio that's trending. So, and one way, so if you're like, ooh, I love this audio, I want to make a similar video, you're gonna, let's see, I'm gonna click on that arrow. And the other thing that's great is it will show you all the people on Instagram who have made videos using this audio. So can you see all these? So you can get tons of ideas Like this one says, 3 reasons why you shouldn't wait to do the thing that scares you. And you can literally do something similar using this audio. I can't tell what the audio is because it's not playing for us on Zoom. But that's really cool, a really cool way to get some ideas on how you could make this work for, you know, showing off your nails or relating to mom life or whatever it is that your target, that person you commented and wrote down their name, whatever you think that person would relate to. So now another little hack is to save the audio. You can literally, do you see this little button here that says save audio? So we're going to start making a pool of audio that we can save when we want to make future videos. So I'm going to click the save audio button. Do you see how I click that and it says saved? Now, when I go in to make a new video, I can use that audio. Or here's another idea. You can, let's say we're going to click on this chick. And do you see if I wanted to just make a reel from this, it'll say use audio. Do you see this down here in the bottom right? It says use audio. I'm going to click that on my phone. And there I am. Hello. I'm going to click that and then I can make a reel, blah, 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 by clicking record and clicking the record button. Okay, so that's the audio. And then I'm clicking the preview button. If you're unmuted, please mute yourself. So anyways, that is how I just made a reel using that audio clip. Do you guys see that? It's so simple. Do you see that it was only 3 seconds? Then I'm going to save it as a draft. Do you see this button down here? It says save as a draft. Save it as a draft. Even if it was crap, I like to save things as drafts because you never know when you'll want to use it. Let me show you how you can find your drafts. So this is my Instagram feed. Do you guys see the right here where it says drafts? Do you see down here in the bottom left? I'm clicking on that. Hang on, I got to mute somebody. Everybody needs to mute themselves. Yeah, I think I got them. Back to sharing. Let me share well, actually, we're going to move on, but no, I was showing you my drafts. Let me show you my drafts really quick. Can you see my drafts? We're almost there. Please, I hope. Come on. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe not. One more time. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So do you see here when I scroll down on my on my Instagram page where it says drafts? I'm going to click on that. Can you see all these drafts that I have of future videos? And sometimes I'll make a lot of drafts that I'm like, and do you see the one I just made right here? That was 5 seconds. It's right there. So you can have all these drafts made up so that you have content for later. Because guys, ain't nobody got time to post in the moment. I personally prefer to prep my posts and like plan them a little bit ahead than just like constantly making reels the day of. So let's go back. I want to stay on track with my PowerPoint here. Really cool, guys. I could talk about this for hours. Okay, back to real ideas. So that's a really great way to get ideas. You're going to get so many ideas if you just look at the trending audio. The other content ideas are to include your family or pets. Those always get more views. Start noticing. Okay. This is just my reel. Let me skip down here. And you can see. We're going to the next slide. Hold on. Okay, so here's an example of a reel that I posted on. Let me show you it's so simple. It is a reel that I posted on Facebook, and here's the thing, and I will show you guys how to save a reel from Instagram and then how to upload it on Facebook. In fact, let me see if I can do that right now. Let me just show you this one while let me show you this one that I made. Literally, these are just stories that I had done on Instagram. And then I was like, oh, this would actually be a cute reel. So here's just an example of a reel. Okay, so that's just an example, and it got a lot of views. These are fun reels you can show to your customers. You know, you can show them how long the nails last, things like that. Let me share my phone, and so you guys can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm on my phone now, right now. I'm going to show you how to download a reel from Instagram and upload it to Facebook. Okay, so this is one I actually just made, a Color Street one that I just posted a couple days ago. See the, so you have to click on the full video, first of all, and then do you see these 3 dots down here in the bottom right corner? You're going to click on that. You're going to save to camera roll. And then you'll see that it says saved. Now, sometimes it won't save the audio because of copyright issues or whatever. So you'll need to add the audio on Facebook, but this one did save. So now we're going to Facebook. Let me just show you this one while let me show you these or whatever. And on Facebook, you see here, when you click on the menu bar right here in the bottom right corner, there's the menu bar. There's the Reels tab at the top. It might not be in the same place as mine. And if you don't even have the Reels tab, you might need to update your Facebook app. So I click on this Reels button right here. And then it's automatically going to show me Reels from other random people. But what I'm going to do is I clicked on my picture. I did that really quick so we wouldn't hear the audio from those random reels. I clicked on my picture and then it says create reel. So I'm going to click create reel. And then in the bottom right corner, oh, now you're seeing all my post-it notes. In the bottom right corner, here's my camera roll. Now you're going to see my camera roll. I'm revealing all the things. And hopefully it will work. Okay, you can see. Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty. So I'm going to click next. I'm literally going to do this while we're here. I'm going to add a description and just say, sometimes and I like to add a link. So I'm going to say Mamas and Manny's because that's my Color Street URL that not Mama Sandman. Mama, darn spell check. mamasandmannies.com. So shop here to get this look. I'm going to say this Bronze Age look. You can add hashtags if you want. You don't have to. We're going to say done. Then we're going to say share the reel. And now look, it's uploading onto Facebook Reels. And you can see some of my older reels that I've done. But up here, you can see I have more followers than I used to because of Reels. So we're going to wait for that to load. It's just taking a second. So thanks for being patient. There it is. There it is. And then you can click on it and like share it to your wall, share it to your thing of beauty, team, whatever you want. So, so there's that. And let's see, let me stop sharing so we can get back to the slideshow. So I hope that helped you guys. Some of these things I realize are advanced. So if you're like, whoa, I don't even know what you're talking about, you can rewatch this video again and again until you get it. But let's go back to our slides. I'm almost done because I want to make sure I cover everything that I was going to share. So hold on while I share my screen again. and get back to my slides. Okay, so I think we're here. All right, so I showed you guys the nail reel. Let's go back to, let's talk about more content ideas. So for more content ideas, the more the merrier. The more people you have in your reels, the better. I have noticed that I get more views the more people I have. So like on my birthday, I made my entire extended family get in a reel and do a little, like, the simplest dance ever. So, you know, anytime you can get your family involved, you can get your pets involved, it's always a good thing. So yeah, like Kat Halecki, who's the senior executive director on Team Nailed It. She did her very first reel. She was very hesitant. Again, she was at my retreat too, where I trained them about it. And she ended up doing a reel about her grumpy cat, and it got 4,200 views. It's this one over here in the right, when your mom makes you come in because it's too hot outside. So it doesn't always have to be of you. It can be of your kids. It can be of your cats. It can be whatever. Sometimes I bribe my kids to be in mine. I am not against bribery. And so sometimes they're like, Mom, how can I earn some money? I'm like, be in a reel with me and I'll pay you some cash. And so I've had my kids be in some. You can even have them send you ideas, or have your team, you know, have your friends send you ideas, have your teens send you ideas. My daughter sends me real ideas here and there too. I've also had my kids pretend to be me and mock me. They love that one. So that one's always funny. Okay, this is a reel that I bribed my kids to be in, my boys, and I almost didn't post it because I was like, it's all right. Like, it's nothing fancy, but now it has 90,000 views on Facebook because I posted it. So again, save those drafts. And sometimes it's like throwing spaghetti at the wall. You just put it out there. People can, and some people connect to it, and some platforms do better than others. So here's the funny one that I did with my my voice. It's got my voice. So that's just a really simple reel. Took us 2 minutes to make, and it blew up on the internet. Oh, here it is. It's got my voice. Oh, sorry. Okay. Moving on. So here's the mistake that I made when I first started at the beginning of 2021. My mistake was I thought that I had to make a reel the day of. No. You do not have to make reels the day. Like, I was like, hey, I'm going to make a reel today, and then I'll make one tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day. That's unlikely to happen. It turns out that life gets crazy, and it doesn't always work out that way, where things come up, and you don't always have time to create content on the daily. So I realized that after a while. I was like, yeah, this isn't working. And some days I was like, I look haggard, I don't want to do a reel. So when you're having a good hair day, make a bunch of reels. Okay. And what I do is I make them in bulk now, so that I have tons to post. And you guys, it makes my life so much easier. Like, I'll take like a Friday afternoon when I'm having a good hair day, and when the kids are at school, and I'll just like pump them out. The other couple weeks ago, I made like 12 reels in like an hour. And I usually only post about one a day. So that's like 12 days of content, you guys. And that's why it's good to stock up on ideas of what to do, so that when you do have like a chunk of time to make some reels, you'll know exactly what to do. So I actually, whenever I see a good reel that I'm like, ooh, I could do something with that, I will send it to myself. You can like literally click on it and share it. And then when it's my time to make reels, I just go through and look at all those ones. Or you could save the audio. So those are just some ideas on how to make batch. It's always smarter to do things in batches. You would wash one sock in your washer, right? So do things in batches. Okay, so let's talk about how to make a reel on Instagram. Because now you're like, all right, I'm ready to do this. I got content ideas. Now, how the heck do I do it? Let me show you exactly how step by step. Click this plus sign right here, and that will show me that I can make reels. So I'm here on reels. Now you're like, what the heck do I do? You can add stuff down here, videos, pictures. You can make reels from pictures, you guys. If you want to show pictures of the latest, I hate that I'm on this. If you want to show pictures of the latest, like, you know, the new fall sets, like you could do like fall sets and add it to music. So it doesn't always, or you can mix the two, add like a little video clip of you being excited, like, and then, you know, you record. In fact, we'll do that right now. There's me being excited. Okay. So you see, do you see right here? It has that video recorded. And it's showing you up here that you recorded a very tiny little video. Do you see that red, that like pink mark right there? So we're going to preview. We're going to click the preview button. It shows me the video I made. Like, oh, I'm so excited. I want color straight. And then we're going to go back. Click the back button. Now I can add to it and like maybe add some, well, now you're going to see all the stuff. Let's see. This is the party I'm doing right now. Pretend, I'm zooming on that. There we go. There's that. So pretend that there's me. Now it's showing the nails. Okay. Now I can add wording. So I can say like, so excited for fall nails. These are not fall nails, by the way. This is an old graphic I made that I haven't updated. So excited for fall nails. Okay, now we're gonna add some music. Let's get some fun music. It's showing me what they think I would like. And then I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Now it's showing me original audios. These are ones that are people talking. Those are fun ones to duplicate, where it's like someone saying something sassy or funny, and you can like lip sync it. Those are easy, fun ones. And you can search. So if you want to find a song about nails, we're going to search, and Lizzo's a classic one. So we'll do the Lizzo one about the Then it says next. Now I'm going to show you, we can change the cover. So usually you want something kind of like shock, it's kind of like exciting, intriguing. So I'm going to do this picture. It's a very exciting picture. So that's going to be, but I could scroll through and do any of these. If I want this, if I want that. I want to show you one more thing. Sorry, I'm going to turn that. So you could change the, do you see the wording? Hang on. Turn that down so I can, you guys can hear me. Do you see the words? So do you see, I'm moving the words so that they only hit certain parts of the video. Maybe I don't want it to say so excited for fall nails on the entire thing. So maybe it just says like, so excited for fall nails, and then see how it stops. That's what I want. And you can add more music. So let's say I'm so excited for fall nails, like message me, or like, yeah, message me to, you know, to buy some, whatever. By the way, Reels are a great place to like promote samples, like the, you know, the twosies, 2-finger testers. Okay, so notice how these two are overlapping. I've got to go through and I've got to move do you see how I'm moving at the bottom? I want this word to say, message me to buy some. Otherwise, it would be on the entire clip. I don't want it on the entire clip. I want it on the last half. So can you see? Let's watch a preview. Are you guys ready to see this masterpiece? Let's turn up the volume. We're going to do the cover as that one. Maybe we say like, you know, DM me for a 2-finger tester. Or I like to say accent nail sample. Anyway, you get the point. You notice that you can also see how you can also adjust how it looks in your feed. So if you want the words, you got to scroll it here. Did you see that part? It says crop profile image. That's what I clicked. And I can adjust how I want it to look in my feed. I can also choose if I want it in my feed. Maybe I don't want it in my feed. Maybe I don't want it to, you know, maybe it doesn't go with the rest of it. So I can turn that off or on if I want. And then I would click share, or I can save it as a draft. I'm going to save it as a draft because I don't want to share that. Okay, so it's pretty simple, you guys. Or you, like I said, you can use trending audio. So for this last part, I'm going to show you how to use trending audio, and then it's your turn. I'm giving you all an assignment. We're going to wrap it up, but I'm going to give you all an assignment to go try it. And yes, you're not going to know all the things. And yes, you're going to be like, what the heck am I doing? I don't know what this button means. Neither did I. I had to get in there and push some buttons and like mess around. And even if you publish it and you don't want to publish it, you can delete it. And if you can't figure out how to delete it, click on Google and say, how do you delete an Instagram reel? And it will show you how to delete. But basically how you delete it is you click on the 3 buttons and it will say delete, like the 3. Yeah, just ask your kids, ask your teenagers. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you how to make a trend. We're going to use trending audio. And then guess what? You're going to use it. I found some audio that I think will be perfect for every single one of us to use. And then I want to see Color Street all over this trending audio. So let me share my screen. Share screen. Share. All right, tell me when you can see my screen. Guess what? I sent the video to my husband in my DMs. Do you see that? So I found it by looking in my DM to my husband. So you can literally spam your husband, your kids, whatever. Spam a different, maybe you have 2 different accounts. Maybe you have a nail account and a personal account. Send it to your other account so you can find it. And then I found it. And then this is the one I want us to all duplicate. It says, some people think I'm obsessed with this, but I'm okay with it. I am obsessed with it. We can easily do this for Color Street, or you can use it for lots of different things. Let me show you ways people have used it in other ways. Some people are talking about coffee. Some people are talking about training her service dog. Everybody has a different target market. You can see all these. So if you need ideas, like if you like a sound, if you like a trending audio, but you're like, how would I use that? There's a whole page of ideas here on the audio page of that trending audio. So this one, I wish we could hear it. Well, you'll hear it when I click use audio. So right now it says use audio. So I'm going to go to use audio. You can also use filters. Let me teach you the magical world of filters. Okay, when you go to see where it says, right, see this little sparkle thing? You click this. I think we all have, I try not to use filters that make me look fake, but I do like a filter that like brightens things up a little. So I have one called Nice Colors, and I click on that and I like that one. So I chose that one. And then now we're going to click you can also do a timer button.
People think I'm obsessed with this, but I'm okay with it.
Like if you have it, on a tripod. Do you see my tripod right there? There's a ring light and tripod. I got that on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Not that one. Actually, I have a different one that I bought for 20 bucks. That one was a little more pricey, but you can stick it on there. This is where I make a lot of my reels, is right there in that corner, the one clean corner in my house. So you find that. Now I'm going to click So we already have the audio. I'm going to click the button, hold it down. And we're going to fake it here.
I'm obsessed with it, but I'm okay with it. I am obsessed with it. And I think this is an obsession that doesn't hurt anyone.
Okay,
People
so
think I'm
there's me.
obsessed with it, but I'm okay with it. I am obsessed with it. And I think this is an obsession that doesn't hurt anyone.
Okay, so do you
People
see
think
how I
I'm
made it?
obsessed with it, but I'm okay with it.
So now I'm going to add some, I am obsessed. Okay, there's my little, there's my wording, there's my, yeah.
And I am obsessed with it.
So and here's another trick, you guys. See how that, do you see that line right there? That's, you don't want to put it below there or no one's going to see the wording in their feed, in their, when they're scrolling. You don't want to put it too high. See where those lines are? And you don't want to put it too low. See where's that line? There.
I think this
But
is
it
an
centered
obsession
it.
that doesn't hurt anyone.
Okay, so then I click next, I pick a cover. That's a good one. That's a good one. I add a caption, like, who else is obsessed? It's good to make it, you know. The first line, you guys, most people don't read beyond the first line of a reel. So make sure that first line is juicy. And then I'm gonna crop the image. I am obsessed. And I'm not gonna post it because obviously that is not how I want it. I'm gonna save it as a draft, okay? Did y'all see how I did that? Okay, so you can see how easy it can be. And if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, you know, like you just have to get in there and really like kind of mess around with it, you know, push those buttons and things. I didn't have a training like this. I didn't have any, you know, any coach or anything. I just figured it out on my own, and I know you can do it too. So just a couple final thoughts and then we'll wrap it up. So basically, you guys, the great thing about this is that when you make one video, you can post, it's 4 birds with 1 stone. Put it on Instagram, put it on Facebook, put it on TikTok, put it on YouTube, like upload it to all the places. It's one video, and really they can be so short. In fact, the shorter, the better. If it's like 5 to 7 seconds, that's great. You want to know why? Because when people watch the entire thing, Instagram's like, oh, they're watching all of her videos. They must be important, and it's going to be boosted. It's going to boost the algorithm. So the shorter, the better. It doesn't have to be a full minute, which is even better. So honestly, like using those trending reels, you can like lip sync. You don't even have to talk. I have a friend who literally ate an apple while she played the trending sound, and it was hilarious. And I watched it and loved it. And then YouTube shorts are just like reels. You guys, my 10-year-old son had a YouTube short video randomly go viral with 41,000 views, and he doubled his number of subscribers because of that. And it was just like a dumb video of him dressed as Hulk Smash. Like, you just never know. You never know. So I want to give you guys a challenge. I want you to take 5 minutes and make a reel and post it. Okay. Have fun with it. You guys, reels are really fun. They really are fun. And so if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Go have fun, make a reel, post it, tag me in your stories, tag me in your reels. I want to see them. But it's just, again, it's just a really great way for your followers, your friends to get to know you better, see your face. Like I say, you know, social media is like a reality show sprinkled with commercials. And so reality shows are better when they can see, when it's in video format and when they can see your face and connect with you. So let me leave you with one more testimonial. This is from Jody York, who's also on our team. She said, since doing reels consistently, my reach on Instagram has increased significantly. The ones that take me 2 minutes to make tend to get the most views. My confidence is growing with each reel, and I'm really just having a lot of fun with it. This is one of her reels. she did called When Your Kid Catches You Trying to Get Rid of Some Toys. And it has it got 3,500 views in 10 minutes. Now that's not always going to be the case. Some reels are going to flop, and that's okay. Just keep trying. Remember, we fail it till we nail it. So I hope that this has helped you. I hope, and if you're a little bit overwhelmed, just get in there and try it, and you'll learn as you go. It's all about baby steps. You can watch this video again. You can pause the parts that, and go through it slowly, step by step. But you got this, girl. I know you can do it. So I can't wait to see your reels, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.